Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
With postponements finally pushed aside, we finally have consistent contests in the world of North Dakota Class B baseball. Hello everyone, I'm Derek Zimmerman alongside with Brady Siebels, and welcome to the Enderlin Spring Baseball Tournament at Kindred-Richland Field in Enderlin, North Dakota. Thanks for joining us on this journey, as today's YourLiveEvent.com coverage features 4 5-inning, 90-minute games for this Friday's slate, the first of which taking place here at 9 a.m. quickly between the Finley Sharon Spartans and the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Both squads recently split their respective doubleheaders on Thursday, and we'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up on our Erie Insurance pregame show. Finley Sharon versus Kindred-Richland. This is North Dakota baseball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Here's a message from Chad Albert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Albert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia, that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
We hope you're energized for this morning's first game of the Enderlin Tournament. Welcome back to the Erie Insurance pregame show. Welcome back to the Diamond, Finley, Sharon and Kindred-Richland. Your Erie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. Visit Erie Insurance online at erieins.com. Once again, hello everybody. Derek Zimmerman, Brady Siebels with you today here in Enderlin, North Dakota. Welcome back to the field with both teams competing in separate doubleheaders as recently as yesterday. Let's see how they got here, starting off with the visiting team, quote-unquote, the Kindred-Richland Vikings. They currently sit at 6-2, 4-0 at home, 2-2 on the road, and 5-1 in Region 1. They are coached by Scott Milbrandt. Let's look at the last 5 games. They've played, looks now to be 4 separate doubleheaders, so a lot of experience playing 2 games in one day, and they'll play 2 games today later on at noon, the Vikings will. Back on April 9th, they played doubleheader against Langdon area Edmore Munich, where they lost 7-1, bounced back against Christian Shiloh, 6-4 W for the Vikings. Then on April 16th, a lone game against Oak Grove, or doubleheader against Oak Grove, 8-1 victory and a 6-0 victory, a sweep against Oak Grove on April 20th, defeated Hankinson 7-0, and lost to Oaks on Thursday 9-6 in the second game, 7-4 W for the Vikings in the first game of Thursday. For Finley Chinook Page, they look like this: 2-2 overall, 1-1 at home, 1-2 away, 1-1 in Region 2. They're coached by Larry Fontaine. His squad last time out lost 2-0 to Hatton Northwood in the first game of the doubleheader, and then bounced back with a 5-0 dub later on that evening. In the first game of the season for the Spartans, a 6-0 loss to Northern Cass. They struck out 16 times. They bounced back on April 8th in a 15-5 run rule victory versus the Cheyenne New Rockford Black Sox at Frost Field in Hope, North Dakota. For the Vikings, they average 6 runs per game, giving up 4. For the Spartans, they score 5, giving up 2. Looks like we're getting ready things here at Henderson Field. We had some internet problems. Thanks for joining us. It's been a little hectic this morning, but good thing it's actually happening. The rain has cleared away here in Enderlin, and we'll be able to play some baseball and watch some baseball. And the young men playing today, let's look at the starting lineups for both squads. Look at Finley Chinook Page first, the home team. They'll be out fielding first. At shortstop is Owen Zerfus, a senior, and center field is Blake Jacobson, Jr. Ryan Tweet will be at first base. He's also a senior. Landon Koenig on the mound today in this first game, a sophomore getting the nod. Braden Mitchell will be at third base. Liam Satcham at second base. Grant Irie out in left field. Bryce Joyson back in the lineup after coming back from injury. He's catching this first ball game this morning. And Hayden Hushka at the end of the lineup in the 9-hole. He's out in right field for the Spartans and Coach Fontaine. Now for Coach Scott Milbrandt in the Kindred-Richland Vikings, they look like this. On the mound will be Connor Rowland later on in the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Vikings is Carter Schmitz. He's at second base. Nick Thompson will be in left field. Oakley DeBoard will be catching behind home plate. Ethan McKinney at first base. Chase Miller at third base. Lucas Kabundi at right field. Matt Pearson in center field. Logan Myers at shortstop. And, of course, Connor Rowland pitching and batting in the 9-hole for the Vikings. Like I said, for Finley Chinook Page, it'll be the young sophomore Landon Koenig, number 9, out on the hill. As first pitch ready to come your way here in 3 short minutes. We'll take a quick break and come back with the first pitch of the first game of the Enderlin Tournament of 2021. Finley Chinook Page versus Kindred-Richland here on YourLabEvent.com.
Side frontage road I-29.
Back here at Henderson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota. We had some technical difficulties there. If we got knocked off the air, we apologize for that. Once again, Finley Chinook Page versus Kindred-Richland in the first game of the Enderlin Tournament of 2021. Looks things are ready to get things underway here. Landon Koenig on the mound for the Spartans. The young sophomore taking on Carter Schmitz, leading things off for Kindred-Richland. With first pitch ready to go. We're about 2 minutes shy of 9 a.m., so we're getting things started early. And our first offering of the day on its way from Koenig. That one's high for ball 1. In the winter season, Landon Koenig standout forward for the Spartans. Suffered some injuries. Came back, he was a second leading scorer for Finley Chinook Page, and now he's pitching today. He delivers strike 1, 1-1 count. Carter Schmitz, second baseman for Kindred, facing a 1-1 count against Koenig. Third offering on the way. That one's fouled back, out of play, 1-2. Time to battle now, and a pitcher's count for Schmitz in favor of Koenig. Finley Chinook Page won on Thursday, split it in a 1-1. And this one's cracked up the middle, taken by Zerfus, but off a crow hop, couldn't get it. And it's off of Zerfus' glove, and in the first base safely is Carter Schmitz. That one was directly to Zerfus. He had to glide to his left just a little bit. We'll call that an E6 on Zerfus. And now up to the plate for Kindred-Richland is Nick Thompson, number 19, left fielder. Koenig, a little feisty, a little pesty, looking to pick off Schmitz. Tweet has to walk over Mikey's Allen Iverson. Koenig ready to deliver the first pitch now to Thompson, who fouls that one off. 0-1 count. One error so far in the first at-bat, committed by Owen Zerfus, senior captain for Finley Chinook Page. And that was a little high. Good thing Ryan Tweet is 6'5", and is able to reach up and grab that one from Koenig. Another pickoff attempt. Still an 0-1 count. Going off Schmitz to second base. This one's cracked near center field. Blake Jacobson out. He has to go over, and it's over his head. He misjudged that one. And racing to third base is Schmitz standing up. And a single, they call it. Nick Thompson, he could have had a double right there. Blake Jacobson just misjudged that baseball and let it fall to the fence. On 0-1 count, Nick Thompson singles to first base. And advancing to third is Carter Schmitz. That brings up Oakley DeBoard, the catcher, number 1. 2 batters so far for Landon Koenig. He's given up an error, now a hit. Error not his fault. The first in to DeBoard is a strike. Called right down the middle. So Thompson now starts his day off 1 for 1 with a hit. Koenig ahead 0-1. Runners at the corners. That one's cracked in the left field gap. Jacobson can't get to it. Coming home to score is Schmitz, trotting home. Going to third is Thompson standing up. And close play at second. Satcham can't get it in time. And sliding in the second base with an RBI double is Oakley DeBoard. DeBoard getting on the scoreboard early, jumping on an 0-1 pitch. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI double. First score of the day belongs to Kindred-Richland, 1-0 Vikings on your Chad Albert Steel Seed scoreboard. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Koenig to work against at third and second. And taking strike 1 is number 10, Ethan McKinney, the first baseman. The last 0-1 count that a Viking batter faced rocketed it to the left field fence. This one's rocketed right back up center field. That'll be a base hit, fielded by Jacobson. And coming in the score is Thompson, and going down is DeBoard. And taking second base off the misjudgment is McKinney. He is an RBI single, advances to second base, and it's 2-0 Vikings. 3-0 Vikings, 2 runners getting home. Schmitz has scored a run. Thompson has scored a run. Now DeBoard has scored a run. Chase Miller up the bat with his team in a 3-0 lead. And now McKinney at second base. Koenig delivers. That one's low and outside. Saved by Juliuson, 1-0. 1-0 count. Koenig missed on that last one. Quickly down 3-0 early. Finley Chinook Page has been down early in ball games prior to this one. That one swung on and missed by Miller, 1-1. The Spartans were down 4-0 in the top of the first in their home opener against Cheyenne New Rockford. Came back to win 15-5, scoring 8 runs in the fourth and then 5 in the fifth. That one's outside. That'll make it 2-1. To Miller, third baseman, wearing number 7. Vikings 6-2, the Spartans 2-2. Much more experience for Kindred-Richland. This one's popped in the air. This goes out in the shallow right field. Satcham will take care of that one. No, he dives and misses. Advancing to third base is McKinney. Safe at first is Chase Miller on an E4 by Satcham. Runners at the corner again. That was on a 2-1 count. And we'll have a mound visit with Coach Larry Fontaine and Landon Koenig. It's 3-0. Vikings on top with runs scored by Carter Schmitz, Nick Thompson, and Oakley DeBoard. Thanks to RBI hits by Nick Thompson and Oakley DeBoard. DeBoard cracked a double over Jacobson's head in center field. And Nick Thompson found his way out in the outfield as well. This all started with an E6 by Owen Zerfus in the first at-bat here in the top of the first inning on your still seat at Chad Albert scoreboard that started off the Vikings hitting ways. Mound visit over. Koenig gets some words from Bryce Juliuson, recollects himself, and will now face right fielder Lucas Kabundi. Miller at first, McKinney at third. McKinney had a single. Koenig delivers, showing a bunt. Juliuson off his mitt, coming home to score is Ethan McKinney. Off the pass ball, he goes around the horn. He scores a run. It's 4-0. Advancing to second base is Miller. Pass ball. Bryce Juliuson couldn't get his mitts on it. Didn't get enough of the squeeze, and that brings the runner home. Now runner at second base is Miller. That's a 1-0 count now on Kabundi. Second pitch on the way. That one had some bite to it. Went down, found the strike zone, 1-1. No strikeouts, no walks so far against Koenig. In his favor or against his favor. He delivers. That one's down low in the dirt, gets away. Juliuson quickly hops on it. Staying at second base is Miller. Count now at 2-1. Koenig facing errors and giving up hits. Not a good way to start off the first inning, of course. It's early, it's 9 a.m. He gets him swinging on a foul ball. Evens it up at 2-2. Koenig has only ran 2 strikes on 2 batters so far, this being the second batter on Kabundi. Last one was Carter Schmitz, who led off the game, reaching on an error from Zerfus. This one's high for ball 3. Count is full now. Miller at second. We'll cover 4 games here at the Inland Tournament. All games 90 minutes long, 90-minute time limit. In 5 innings. That one plunked right square on the number 6 of Kabundi, who wears it with pride. He advances the first base via the hit by pitch. Matt Pearson, now the center fielder, steps into the plate from the left side. Now runners at first and second are Kabundi and Miller. Koenig, I believe he's facing his first lefty of the game. Koenig, the righty pitcher. That one finds a strike zone. That had some curve to it as well. 0-1 in favor of Koenig. First time these two teams have seen each other since 2016. In favor of Kindred, a 9-4 victory. Koenig delivers. That one's way over, back to the backstop, and both runners advance off the wild pitch. 1-1 now. So both runners in scoring position. Miller at third, Kabundi at second. It's already 4-0 in favor of Kindred-Richland. Now here is the deliver from Koenig. That one's outside. 2-1 now, runs the count. Most of the time, Koenig is falling behind in his at-bats. Now facing Matt Pearson. Pearson has the favor. 2 runners in scoring position. He takes ball 3. 2 ribbies on the stake for him. His team already up 4-0. Good way to get a quick lead in a 5-inning game. Can take care of business here early and save your energy. Koenig delivers. That one swung on and missed. Now 3-2. Still no strikeouts or walks for Koenig. Koenig takes a breath and now delivers. Swung on and missed. Koenig with his first K of the afternoon, of the morning, and strikes out Matt Pearson. Matt Pearson goes down on a full count. That brings up Logan Myers. And that is our first out of the inning. The Vikings can bat around here. Myers steps in from the right side. He swings a low pitch and misses. 0-1. Still 2 runners in scoring position. In a 4-0 game for the Vikings, Koenig delivers. That one's down the middle. Caught him looking. 0-2 quickly. Koenig in front. 2 good pitches from Landon. Got to find his groove. Get the jitters out in the first inning. Winds and delivers. That one's high for ball 1. One and 2 now from Koenig. Comes in and gets him down low. That one well before home plate. Juliuson fires at first base to Tweet, and out number 2 is recorded. Back-to-back strikeouts for Landon Koenig. 2 outs now. That brings on the pitcher, Connor Rowland.
Now batting pitcher, number 4, Connor Rowland.
Rowland from the right side. He has not stepped on the field yet. He'll be pitching in the bottom of the first when we get there. One more out till we get there. Landon Koenig looking for that out. Wines delivers high for ball 1. Rowland in a 9-hole. Here in the top of the first. Vikings 4-0. That one, a little sweet chin music, had Rowland ducking away 2-0. Still 2 runners out there on the grill for Rowland. Pitcher would love to help his cause. That one finds the zone right at the chest for strike 1, 2-1 count. Koenig just struck out back-to-back hitters after giving up a E6 error to start off the top of the first. He's given up 3 hits so far. That one plunks Rowland on the back, and 2 hit batters here in the top of the first. Rowland takes his base. Bases are jammed. And we're back up to Carter Schmitz, who led things off, like I just said, reaching on an error from Owen Zerfus at shortstop. This will complicate the stat sheet, of course. Gotta love it when the offense bats around. Second time, these 2 players have seen each other. Koenig winds delivers, bases loaded. That one just outside for ball 1. Carter Schmitz came around the score. First run of the game. Officially 0 for 1. Now he's down. No, he's even it up, at 1-1. Fouls that one off to the backstop. Even up now, 1-1 Koenig. Follow the pressure on him. With the loaded bases, winds and delivers. Gets him with a high swing. With a little bit of a foul tip to it. 1-2. Koenig can find his 3rd punch out right here in the top of the first. He had back-to-back against Matt Pearson and Logan Myers. We also had 2 hit batters with Lucas Kabundi and Connor Rowland, who's now on first. That one's grounded right off of Koenig's hand to Satchum, who flips it in time to Zerfus for out number 3. Good heads-up awareness by Satchum to find Zerfus and go to second. A 4-6 play, and that retires the side. Schmitz 0 for 2, but has a team a 4-0 lead on your Chad Albert Steel Seed scoreboard. We'll see what the Spartans can do coming up in the bottom of the first.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
Welcome back to Hendrickson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota. Game number 1 of the Enderlin Baseball Tournament of 2021. A little mist hitting the field now here in the bottom of the first. Your score on your steel seat at Chad Albert scoreboard, 4-0 in favor of Kindred-Richland over Finley Shinote Page. The Vikings batted around all the way back to the top of the lineup of Carter Schmitz, having 2 at-bats. He just grounded out to Liam Satcham. Nonetheless, his team leads 4-0. Owen Zerfus, the senior shortstop, leads things off for Spartans. He started the game off of an E6 that started the scoring run by the Vikings. He offers bunt, brings it back just in time for ball 1 from Roland. Roland in his at-bat, the lefty was plunked, and the lefty misses 2 straight times, 2-0 count in favor of Zerfus. Spartans are familiar with being down 4-0 as that one's fouled back, 2-1. They're down, like I said, 4-0 in the top of the first against Shia New Rockford in the second game of the season, their home opener against the Black Sox, and came back to win 15-5 in 5 innings. That one's cracked right to short. Plenty of time, a little of a mishandle there, and down in the dirt, no pick, and Zerfus and Queenly at first base. We'll call that an E6. Down in the dirt, Logan Myers couldn't corral that one in time, and at first base is Zerfus. So both teams start their respective frames with an E6 reach to first base. How about that? Blake Jacobson, the center fielder, now in the box. Center fielder, running number 12, takes strike 1. See if the Spartans can get off and running. That one's cracked in the air, popped up, Roland looking for it, and taking it quickly for out number 1 is number 10, Ethan McKinney. Out number 1 recorded.
Now batting pitcher number 9, Landon Koenig.
And brings up Landon Koenig. His first time seeing Roland on the mound. Lefty-righty matchup. First offering, cracked up in the air, and this might be the same result. And foul ground, the wind taking that one, and can't find it. McKinney dives, falls down off his glove, and that's a long strike 1 on Koenig. Zerfus still at first base. Koenig back in the box. Facing an 0-1 count. That one's high from Roland for ball 1. Koenig looking to give his team help his own cause. He cracks that one high out in the left center field gap. That one's looking out of here to the railroad. Landon Koenig goes yard out to the track. 4-2, cutting the deficit in half and helping his own cause. Landon Koenig goes the distance.
Two-run home run by Koenig brings up first base.
Roland gives up 2 runs right there, thanks to the E6 from Myers, and it's a 4-2 ball game. So runs scored now by Koenig and Zerfus. 2 RBIs for Koenig now, and now into the batter's box. I can find my chicken scratch here. Is Ryan Tweet, first baseman. Goes down to tie his shoe. Now in a new ball game. Rowan winds and delivers to Tweet. That one's in the zone for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 now. Tweet looks, swings down, bad swing in the dirt before the plate, and he's thrown out at first. Ryan Tweet goes down on a K for out number 2. That's Roland's first strikeout of the morning. That brings on third baseman Braden Mitchell. Mitchell cracks that one. That one might go the distance. Looking back at it, it will. Braden Mitchell goes to destination dinger. It's 4-3. Back-to-back trips to the railroad. The Spartans quickly jumping on Roland with 2 jacks. So Mitchell with a home run to his name cuts the deficit to 1. A solo shot. 4-3 now. Rowan looks to Satcham, who swings low, 0-1. And just like the scoring for the Vikings in the top of the first, scoring starts off an error for both teams from the shortstop. That one bounces in the dirt, 1-1. Roland trying to shake it off just like Koenig did. Delivers the 1-1 count before the plate, 2-1. Vikings batted around. The Spartans showing off their muscle, showing off their power, doing it a different way. And just 5 batters now here. Now 6 batters with Satcham. That one's low. It's 3-1. In danger of walking Satcham, Roland delivers. He cracks it up right to right field, past the second baseman. He's in cleanly with a single. Satcham goes to right field, right past Carter Schmitz, and now we have Grant Irie, the left fielder, for his first at bat. Satcham 1 for 1 with a hit. Spartans with 2 outs may possibly tie it up. That one's high to Irie, 1-0. Like I said, these two teams meeting for the first time since 2016. A lot of downtime, especially after last year's COVID-19 debacle. That one swung on and missed. 1-1. Both teams played on Thursday. The Spartans against Hatton Northwood. The Vikings against Oaks. That one's down the dirt. 2-1 now. On deck right now is Bryce Joyson, the catcher. Still got his pads on. That one's hitting the air and looks like he'll keep those pads on. Lazily out in the left field, looking for it over the glove. Out in left field. That's going to be an error on the left fielder. Nick Thompson misjudged that one like Blake Jacobson did. And reaching first base, Grant Irie off the E7. Satcham goes to second, and Juliuson does kick off the pads and steps into the batter's box. Juliuson awaits delivery from Roland. 2 runners on it, second and first. That one's high for ball 1. Bryce Juliuson missed some time in the beginning of the season. I believe he had a broken nose. Now back in the lineup. He takes that one for ball 2. Up high. 2-0 now against the Spartans catcher. In a 4-3 game, he can tie it up with 1 swing of the bat. Satcham at second. That one's down low, 3-0. A lot of scoring here in this first inning in a 5-inning game. Game 1 of the Kindred-Richland tournament, 90-minute time limit. That one's down the middle for strike 1. Still a hitter's count for Joyson, now 3-1. The 8-hole hitter, Hayden Hushka on deck. Hushka, the right fielder. Roland delivers. Down the middle, same spot. Count is full. The runners will take off here with 2 outs in a 3-2 count. Joyson can tie it up right here. Roland steps off, takes his time. Usually, in a baseball game, you have all the time in the world, more or less. But like I said, a short game, 90-minute game, if there's no extras. 3-2 is down in the dirt, and the bases are loaded for the Spartans. Bryce Juliuson takes a walk. First walk given up by Roland. He has a strikeout and a walk to his name, and it brings up Hayden Hushka, the 9-hole hitter, and courtesy runner for Juliuson since he's a catcher. We can find our roster right here this hectic morning. That brings on number 7. Hushka, the righty, takes ball 1. 2 outs, but the bases are loaded against Roland, in danger of giving up a 4-3 lead that was once a 4-0 lead after the top of the first. That one's down low and inside. Ball 2. Roland has given up 2 bombs, both out to left center field to the railroad, right shy of the trains. Here's a 2-0. That one's hit in the air and foul on the right side, out of play. 2-1. Luckily so far, no foul balls to the left side where everyone's parked. When I say that, I mean especially me and Brady's cars, of course. That one's a slow roller and swung on a miss. Hush goes out in front of that one. 2-2 evened up. Brady, you move your car? Didn't see anymore, so good to see. I already got a crack in my windshield. Here's a 2-2 from Roland. That one's on the dirt. Coming home to score. Satcham play at the plate. Over the head of Roland. Tie ball game 4-4. Satcham around the horn. It's all knotted up at 4 apiece. Both squads scoring 4 runs in the first inning, and it's not over yet. And now, Hushka takes the walk. We're back at the top of the lineup, just like the Vikings did. Hushka. That's actually 3-2. My bad. No walk yet for Hushka. Now he does. I'm just looking at the future. Now we have runners at second and first and third of Owen Zerfus. Now officially back at the top of the lineup. Bases loaded again in a brand new ball game. 4-all. Roland taking on Zerfus for the second time this inning. That one's hit right back up the middle, past the second baseman. Schmitz can't get it. Coming home to score is Irie. Coming back down, and a low roll. He tumbled, coming home to score. And a 6-4 lead, taking the lead the Spartans do. The throw wasn't there. The slide definitely wasn't there, but the run is. Irie scores. Another Spartan scores, and it's a 6-4 game. The Spartans just like that on top. That brings up Blake Jacobson. Runners at first and second. That one's high for ball 1. Zerfus now is 1 for 2. An RBI, 2 RBI for Zerfus. That one's down the middle against Jacobson. One-on-one count against the junior. versus Roland. He delivers. Cracks it right to third base past the diving glove. And Hushka on his high horse racing to third base. He's got plenty of time. He's in standing up 7-4. Spartans absolutely pouncing on Roland. RBI single for Blake Jacobson. Landon Koenig now, who hit a 2-run bomb. Back up, and we have a pitching change. We'll take a quick break after we let the pitcher warm up. It's 7-4 in your steel seat at Chapel Scoreboard. Finley, Sharon Page on top of Kindred-Richland.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting finleyfarmerselevator.com.
Brady's taking care of our camera out there, making sure it doesn't get wet as the mist comes out. Nick Thompson takes the mound for Kindred-Richland in substitution of Connor Rowland with 7 runs tagged on to him. I believe 5 of those were earned after the 2-run bomb from Koenig with Zerfus on base reaching on an error. 7-4 lead for Finley Sharon Page on her steel seat at Chapel Scoreboard. And now a change on the hills. Nick Thompson digs in. He faces Landon Koenig, who had a 2-run bomb earlier on in this bottom of the first. And he cracks one out to center field, and this might be another one. It is out of here. Koenig, a 3-run dinger. Are you kidding me? Have yourself a day. Landon Koenig with 5 RBI today. You heard that correctly, and it's only the bottom of the first. 10-4 lead for Finley Sharon Page. It has gotten out of hand here early on. After being down 4-0, Spartans on top. That brings on Ryan Sweet against Thompson. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Still the first inning here in game 1 of the Kindred tournament. Thompson delivers. That one hits the zone for strike 1. 1-1 count. Tweet awaits from Thompson. Low strike called, 1-2. Tweet in his last at bat fouled out to the first baseman. Now he grounds at third base. Strong throw, no, in the dirt. Tweet reaches off an E5. He races to second base standing up, and Tweet is in scoring position for Braden Mitchell. Officially, Tweet is now 0 for 2, but he's on base. Ten to 4, and the runs and the hits and on base just keep coming. That one's tagged right on the line. It hits all the way into first base, and now coming home to score from second is Tweet. Advancing to second is Mitchell with an RBI single, just barely finding the line. Pulled it all the way, and it's 11-4. Mitchell now with an RBI. 2 RBI to his name. He's 2 for 2. Tweet with a run scored. Spartans jumping all over Thompson and Rowland, and now Satcham takes strike one. Spartans batting around, still the bottom of the first. Second at bat for Satcham. Last time out, he had a base hit. Single. This one's down low. Satcham awaits the 1-0-1. Takes it right inside, and he takes his base. That is the third hit by a pitch, hit batter in this game between both squads. That brings on Grant Irie with 2 runners on. Mitchell at second and Satcham at first. Rowland delivers to Irie, fouls it off behind him, 0-1. Irie reached off an error out in left field in his first at-bat not too long ago. Now down 0-1. Fouled back off again, 0-2 quickly on Irie. Irie does have a run to his name. Came around the score off the error. Officially 4 runs given up by Connor Rowland. That one's down the middle, caught him looking, froze him up, and the side is finally retired from a backwards K from Thompson. Nonetheless, it's 11-4. Finley, Sharon Page jumping all over Kindred-Richland on your still seat at Chalbert Scoreboard. Top of the second we go after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
The vision of the Finley Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Welcome back to Henderson Field in Indro, North Dakota, Game 1 of the Indro Baseball Tournament here in the top of the second. An 11-4 ball game in favor of Finley Sharon Page, putting up 11 in the bottom of the first, batting all the way around. Kindred did the same, but not as much damage. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Spartans. Owen Zerfus replaces Landon Koenig. Koenig goes to shortstop, replacing Zerfus there. Everyone else stays the same. Koenig did give up 4 runs, 3 earned. Struck out 2 and hit 2 batters. Nonetheless, his team up substantially. He takes on Nick Thompson. Thompson singled his last at-bat. First offering from Zerfus, low, and skips off in the dirt for ball 1. Just like in the first home game for the Spartans against Shinu Rockford, as Thompson cracks it out to center field. Out on the run is Irie, can't get to it, to the fence it goes, and in a stand-up double, Nick Thompson goes, leading things off here in the top of the second. Thompson 2 for 2 now for runs scored as well in the first. That brings on Oakley DeBoard. He cracked a double to the wall over Jacobson's head in the top of the first. As I was saying, the Spartans were down 4-0 against Cheyenne New Rockford early in the season and came back to win 15-5. Ball 1 to the board from Zerfus. And just like I said against the Black Sox, the Spartans did the same, but scoring even more here in the bottom of the first. 11-4. That one's high. 2-0 against the board. Once again, Zerfus replacing Landon Koenig. Fires in the dirt. 3-0 in favor of the board. The mist picking up here, a little frigid, a little cold. Spartans' bats are not cold. They have 3 home runs on a day and 4 straight balls from Zerfus, his first walk. DeBoard is on for the second straight time. In 2 plate appearances. That brings on for the Vikings Chase Miller, who reached on an error by Satcham at second base in his first at bat. 2 runners on. Miller swings low for strike 1. Excuse me, that's Ethan McKinney. Skip zone over there. Kinney reached on a single his last time up, an RBI single. And this might be an RBI single right here. Pass Koenig out shortstop. And holding at third is Thompson. The bases are juiced. With no outs recorded, Zerfus giving up a walk, giving up a double, a walk, and now a single. Nick Thompson at third, DeBoard at second, McKinney at first. Now he takes on Chase Miller. Miller reached on an error last time up. Zerfus delivers the first offering. That one's inside a little bit high. Ball 1. Miller did not come home to score in the top of the first, even though he reached. Zerfus, the second one. That one's popped in the air in foul territory. Tweet looking for it. Now he wanders back into fair territory. Coming home to score is Thompson standing up, and everyone advances. Base is still loaded. No man's land. We'll call that an RBI single, a blooper by Miller. Miller now 1 for 2. Thompson comes home to score. That's Thompson's second run scored of the day. It's 11-5. Now Zerfus takes on Lucas Kabundi. That one's down low. Kabundi was hit by a pitch. Lennon Koenig, the culprit to that one. Koenig plunked 2 batters in the top of the first. That one's hit in the air, out in foul left side, out of play. 1-1. Right past the foul line. No outs still here in the top of the second. 11-5 when you're still seated at Chalbert scoreboard at Finley Chanot Page on top of Kindred-Richland. Zerfus delivers. Kabundi takes ball 2. 2-1 count. Hitters count in favor of Kabundi. Now, even better count, 3-1. That one's down low and inside. A little sidestep. Lucas Kabundi has the bases loaded. Can get his team right back into this one after going down 11-4, now 11-5. Cracks it foul off the left side. Brings it at a full count, 3-2. Service with 1 walk to his name. Has given up a run. Looking for his first punch out. That one's knocked in the air, out of play. Watch out. And no cars were harmed in the process of that foul ball. Still 3-2. Kabundi with plenty of potential ribbies out there to knock in. Swings and hits that one in the left field in the gap, and that will bring home 2 at least. All the way to the wall, coming home to score. 1 runner in, 2 in, and it is 11-7. Kindred knocking its way back into this one. Ethan McKinney comes on the score as well as Oakley DeBoard. And an RBI double from Lucas Kabundi in his first official at bat. He has 2 RBI and 2 runners on in scoring position. Now Matt Pearson on. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. That one's up high. Zervis a little rattled after the RBI double. 1-0. It is cold out here. The bats are not. Obviously. Zervis delivers a 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1 against Pearson. Two runners in scoring position for the Vikings. Begging to be hit in. Outside. 2-1 now. So far, our standout player has been Landon Koenig. As that one misses 3-1, but the standout performance, overall team performance, the Vikings patient at the plate and batting around as much as possible. Service delivers the 3-1. That one finds the strike zone, not evened up, all the way at 3-2 now against Pearson. Still no outs. Looking for the first one. Zerfis kicks, delivers. High, and the bases are loaded again. Second walk by Zerfis. That brings on Logan Myers. He struck out as well in his first at-bat, looking to avenge that and bring his team closer to this one, down 11-7. Top of the second. It's been a long, only not even 2 innings yet here in the top of the second. That one's cracked foul off the left side, out of play. 0-1 quickly on Myers. Vikings have played plenty of doubleheaders this season. They'll play again later today at noon. Plenty of experience playing these types of games. That one's almost looks like it goes behind there on Myers. And the count is 1-1. It's got 3 men on base. Down by 4. Zerfis fires. Fouled off, behind out play. 1-2. As the temperature drops even more here at Hendrickson Field. Here in the booth, you can hear the collective chatter of the teeth, or maybe that's just me, as the 1-2 on the way from Zerfis. That one finds the zone, froze him up. Backwards K for Zerfis. He strikes out Logan Myers. Myers' second strikeout of the day. Owen Zerfis finds his first K of the morning. That brings on Connor Rowland. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat in the top of the first. That one's inside, almost nicked Rowland. 1-0. Zerfis control not all the way there. He has walked 2 batters so far. And plenty of hits. That one's up high, nowhere close. 2-0. Spartans only with 4 games to their name. The Vikings have 8 so far this young 2021 season. That one finds the strike zone for strike 1. 2-1 now against Rowland. Runners still loading all the bases. Foul back, evened up at 2-2. 1 out here in the top of the first. Zerfis in desperate need of another strikeout. Doesn't find it right there. That one's low in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Juliuson. Count now at 3-2. Four-run game. The tying run at the plate right now. Rolling awaits the full count. Cracks in the air, foul, and no one will find that one. Actually, it looked like Hushka was going to run in to Coach Milbrandt. He avoids him and records out number 2. Roland fouls out to Hushka at third. And now 2 outs. Back at the top of the order with Carter Schmitz. He cracks that one all the way to left field. That one will go to the fence and off the fence and out of here. Grand slam. Carter Schmitz ties it up. 11 all. Out of nowhere. Beat your chest, you deserve it. It is the top of the second, and both squads have scored 11. Are you kidding me? Schmitz has 4 RBI off that one swing. He goes yard. And only in a 5-inning game, we have 11 runs by both teams. That brings on Nick Thompson. He cracks that one to short. Koenig drops it for a second. Nice stretch there by Tweet. He records the third and final out. But in the inning, Kindred-Richland comes firing back, ties it up at 11, and it's 11 all here in your steel seat at Chadwick Scoreboard. Finley, Sharon Page, and Kindred-Richland going to the bottom of the second on YourLiveEvent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Spartans as they compete both on and off the field. You've put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated 701-668-2258 or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with the team from Triple E Incorporated of Page, cheering on the Finley, Sharon, Hope Page Spartans.
11 all, a tie game between Kindred-Richland and Finley, Sharon Page, and it's only the bottom of the second. Mercy. Nick Thompson back out on the mound to face the Spartans for a second frame. Once again, 11-11 on your steel seat at Chad Obert's scoreboard. Game tied up on a Carter Schmitz grand slam. He is 1 for 3 officially. His last at bat, counting the most. I believe that makes 4 home runs in this ball game alone, and not even 2 innings completed yet. 2 belong to Landon Koenig. Now we see Bryce Juliuson batting the 8-hole, and he takes ball 1. He walked last time. Good eye from Juliuson. Thompson delivers for strike 1. Evens things up. Both teams have bat around in both frames for them. That one finds a low part of the zone, 1-2. Thompson working quickly. That one's down low, 2-2. Of course, in a 5-inning game, both teams bring out their best offense. 2-2, down low, 3-2. On a cold day, you wouldn't believe the ball would carry as much. A little bit of a wind out there. 3-2 on the way. Froze up Juliuson for the backwards K. Two strikeouts for Thompson, both looking. That brings up Hayden Ushka. That one's down in the dirt. Ushka walked. I believe he walked in his first at-bat. He takes ball 1. That one. This is the mark, 2-0. Thompson on his high horse, working quickly. He finds his own right there, 2-1. Two and 1 on his way to Hushka in the 9 hole. He fouls it off, evens it up. Thompson has struck out 3 right there, right on cue, and all have been looking. Backward K is all around for Thompson. 2 outs now. Back to the top of the lineup with Owen Zerfus. Zerfus sticks strike 1. He skidded away from that one. He didn't want any piece of it. He's down 0-1. That one's down low at the knees for strike 2. Zerfus has 2 RBI to his name, a run scored, and is 1 for 2. That one's just a bit low. 1-2 count on Zerfus. Gets him swinging on that one. And back-to-back strikeouts for Thompson. He has 4 now. And we go to the top of the 3rd. No runs scored finally in an inning, or in the frame of an inning. On your steel seat at Chapel scoreboard, all knotted up 11 apiece between Finley Chinook-Page and Kindred-Richland.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com.
Welcome back to Hendrickson Field at Inland, North Dakota, an 11-11 ball game on your steel seat at Chad Upward scoreboard between Finley Chinook-Page and Kindred-Richland. A plethora of scoring from both squads. And the first scoreless frame of the game comes in the bottom of the second. Finley Chinook-Page going down. 1-2-3. Nick Thompson with 4 strikeouts now. Back on the mound for the Spartans is Owen Zerfus. Zerfus has 1 strikeout and 2 walks to his name, but did allow the Vikings to come back and knot it up. Gave up a grand slam to Carter Schmitz, which tied things up in the top of the second. Now it's Oakley DeBoard now, who is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. 2 runs scored here in his third at-bat. Our second at-bat officially, third plate appearance. That one's down low for ball 1. Surface quickly working. That one's hit in left field. Koenig out into no man's land, and it's a single for DeBoard. Quickly on base. Now bring on Ethan McKinney. 2 hits now for DeBoard. The Vikings picking up where they left off in the top of the second, now here in the top of the third. Another hit given up by Zerfus. McKinney, 2 for 2 so far, 2 singles. He takes a big rip at that one, finds nothing, strike 1. Zerfus looks in, finds what he wants. Would like a double play here. Instead, off the rear end of McKinney, hit by pitch, and quickly 2 runners on, no outs. second hit batter for Zerfus. Brings on Chase Miller. Miller 1 for 2. He cracks that slow roller out to third. Mitchell, high throw, Tweet finds it, snags it, thanks to a 6-4 frame for the first out. Both runners advance to third and second. 5-3 play. Miller grounds out. He's 1 for 3. That brings on Lucas Kabundi, who's 1 for 1 with a double and a hit by pitch. That one's down low from Zerfus. 1-0. With Kabundi's double, he drove in 2 RBI to his name. Has 2 more out there, looking to find home plate. Zerfus delivers right past third base. A diving Mitchell can't find it. Coming home to score run number 1, and it'll stay that way. As coming home to score, with a courtesy runner. I'm looking for the number on that one. Nonetheless, Kabundi, 3 RBI, 2 for 2 on the day. He singles, and now runners at the corners, still with just 1 out. 12-11, Kindred-Richland retakes the lead. That brings on Matt Pearson, wearing the hoodie, batting from the left side. Offers bunt, pulls back, and going to second base, standing up, is Kabundi. At third base is still McKinney. That one's swung on and missed by Pearson. 1-1. Pull back on the bunt, allowing Kabundi to get the second in his first offering. Now Zerfus the 1-1 pitch. Cracked up in the center field. Jacobson that can play it. Waits for it. Records out number 2. Will be a sacrifice fly. Coming home is McKinney. And advancing to third is Kabundi. It's 13-11 Kindred-Richland. McKinney comes home to score. His third run scored now. And Pearson with a sac fly out to center field with an RBI. We have a pinch hitter now. Johnson, number 3, fouls that one off weakly to the left side, 0-1 quickly. Pinch hits for Logan Myers, the shortstop, 0-1. Johnson, batting from the right side. Zerfus ahead, 0-1. Lines and delivers. That one's high. Juliuson snags it. 1-1. One on its way from Zerfus. Runner at third. That one's foul. And it goes to 1-2. (13-11). Just in the top of the third. Cold day at Hendrickson Field. 1-2 from Zerfus now to Johnson. Gets him swinging on a slow curveball for the third out of the inning. Zerfus finds his second strikeout, but gives up 2 runs. It's 13-11. Kindred-Richland on top of Finley and Sharon Page, going to the bottom of the third on your Steel Seed Chad Oprah scoreboard.
Welcome 2021. We are all happy you are here. Time for a fresh start. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. The start of each year brings excitement and opportunity for those of us in agriculture. At Irie Insurance, we feel the excitement as well, and we want to make sure 2021 gets off to a great start as you plan for the planting season. We would love to sit down with each of you for annual policy review and make sure your farm's equity is protected. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Recent trades now arriving at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. 2014 John Deere 8345 RT has 4,600 hours. 18-inch tracks, local trade, priced at $190,000. Easy Trail grain cart, 860 bushel. Roll tarp, scale, priced at 18 grand. 3 new versatile Furies are also now available. 22-inch notched blades, cage roller, one has rubber rollers. Talk with Chuck O'Neill for pricing and discounts. All are field ready. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Thanks you for your business.
Welcome back to Hendrickson Field, 13-11 on your steel seated chat upper scoreboard in favor of Kindred-Richland over Finley Chinook Page. 2 runs scored in the top of the third in favor of the Vikings, and now we see Blake Jacobson leading things off for the Spartans. He immediately fires that one into left field over the third baseman's glove. A leadoff single for Blake Jacobson. Rounded the corner hard at first and scurries back. Jacobson now with a hit to his name. That brings up Landon Koenig, who has 2 home runs and 4 RBI. A big contributor to the offense after giving up 4 runs in the top of the first. He takes ball 1. Nick Thompson still on the mound for the Vikings. He has 4 strikeouts. Just give up a leadoff single to Jacobson, who fires off to second base. Hit and run on the play and taken out at third and double play. Doubled him up. Jacobson, just a product of the hit and run. 2 outs quickly recorded. Third base, Chase Miller took care of that one. Just a pop right to him and fires the first in time. Now 2 outs, it's Ryan Sweet. Ryan Sweet takes a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Flied out last time. Swings low at that one, quickly down 0-2. Now for the Vikings, have scored in every frame of their innings so far. The Spartans in danger of going back-to-back innings without any runs. That one's down low in the dirt for 1-2. Sweet now for 1-2 count. 2 outs, no one on. 2-2 now. Nice block behind home plate by Oakley DeBoard. Inning was led off by a Blake Jacobson single out the left field. Quickly got doubled up after Koenig lined softly to third base, and Jacobson was doubled up. Low in the dirt, 3 straight balls, and it's 3-2. Tweet battles back from 0-2 to 3-2. Full count now, 2 outs. Softly hits it right back to Thompson, takes it in the glove. He'll underhand toss to first. Out number 3 recorded. The Vikings making quick work of the Spartans once again. Still up 13-11 and heading now to the top of the 4th on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local planter experts. Tune up, add up, the math is simple. Every additional percentage of meter accuracy adds a bushel or 2 more per acre. While they should run at 98% or better, many do not. That's why no matter who made them, no matter their type, every meter should be calibrated every year. Keep your meters in top-notch shape. Call RDK at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter maintenance today.
Owen Zerf is back on the mound for Finley Chinook Page. His team down 13-11. Now here in the top of the 4th against Kindred-Richland. 13-11. 24 runs scored on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard and a 5-inning game, 90-minute time limit. This game should conclude at 10:30. It is 10:09. Spartans have a short time to get back into this game to either tie it up or walk it off.
Well, batting left fielder number 4, Connor Rowland.
Connor Rowland, who started the game pitching, now in left field, comes to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch, and he has popped out to third base. He takes called strike 1. Zerfus working quickly, fires in. That one's cracked out in the left field. On the run for the play, route number 1, takes it right at the foul line, is Grant Irie. Tough luck for Roland. 2 straight lineouts in his last 2 at-bats. Now Carter Schmitz, who is so far our Enbridge Energy player of the game, with the grand slam, 4 RBI to his name. Comes in now for his 4th at-bat. Takes strike 1. Schmitz's grand slam tied things up. It was off of Zerfus, who came in relief of Koenig. This one's fouled in the air to the right side. Not out of play, falls right in front of Zerfus. Him and Tweet racing for the baseball. Carter now down 0-2. Schmidt has scored 2 runs as well. Wearing a hoodie over his jersey on this frigid day. In the 30s, just above 35, 36 degrees. Slow curveball froze up Schmitz for the backwards K. That is Zerfus' 3rd of the day. Nick Thompson, the current pitcher right now. Start of the day in left field, swapped with Roland. Comes to the plate. So far he is 2 for 2 with a single and a double. 2 runs scored as well. Swings at the first pitch. Coach Milbrandt can't barehand it at the left foul line. 0-1. Surface working. Pitcher versus pitcher. That one's fouled back for 0-2. Surface can end the inning with back-to-back strikeouts, up in the count 0-2 after striking out Schmitz looking. 0-2 on its way to Thompson. Zerfus was looking for the curve. That one got away from him. Off the glove of Juliuson, 1-2. Zerfus has had a good day at the plate as well, with 2 RBI. Came off a single. And speaking of singles, that one almost found its way in the left field. That one's just foul. Still 1-2. Still 0-2 against Thompson. I believe there have been 5 home runs in this game. Now we have a loose baseball. That one coming back from the foul area. Spartans were down 4-0. Came back for 11 runs, 11-4. Vikings answered, tied up at 11. That one hit the grass before it hit Juliuson's chest plate. Gets by him. Now 1-2. 24 runs in this game. Top of the 4th, 2 outs. Kindred-Richland up. 1-2 from Zerfus to Thompson. Over his head, 2-2. Zerfus walks Thompson. Excuse me, I lost track of the count there. Thompson now. Still have a perfect day at the plate. 2 for 2 now for walk. That brings on Oakley to board. The board is 2 for 2 with a double in the first, a walk, and now a single in his last at-bat. Pick-off attempt from Zerfus. And at first base, a courtesy runner for the Vikings. Apologize. We do not have his number 15, on our roster. That one's high against DuBois. We'll clear that up with Coach Milbrandt for the second Kindred-Richland game. That one down the middle for strike 1. Two outs, 1 on. Surface with a 1-1 count to the board and hits him right on the 1. That is Jorgen Swenson for Kindred-Richland, who's now at second base. DeBoer has reached base safely each time with a walk, hit by pitch, a double, and a single. That brings on Ethan McKinney, who just misses the mark, fouls it off the left field line. 0-1. Kinney has 2 singles and has also been hit by a pitch. 3 runs scored and an RBI. 0-1. Puts it up in the air off the right side. Tweet going in a circle off his glove. That'll be an error. Coming home to score is Swenson. It is now 14-11. Off the error at first base by Tweet. E3 on Tweet. McKinney has reached base safely each time. That one doesn't count to his total though. Now he's 2 for 3. No RBI for McKinney on that one off the error. 14-11 now. Kindred-Richland on top. That brings on Chase Miller, who takes strike 1 into second base cleanly as McKinney. No throw from Juliuson. At third base for the Vikings is Jeremiah Doctor. That one's hit right up the middle, up in the air, and falls in front of Jacobson. Coming home to score is Doctor. Right behind him is McKinney. A 2 RBI single from Chase Miller. Miller with 3 RBI and a 15-11 lead for his Vikings. All hitting, not a lot of pitching. This brings on Lucas Kabundi.
Oh, batting the right fielder, number 6, Lucas Kabundi.
1-0 count on Kabundi. He's been hit by a pitch, has a double and a single. 3 RBI for Kabundi. He hits that right to third off foul and 1-1. Both teams seeing the ball well. The Spartans, however, in the last 2 frames have remained scoreless. Zerfus looks in, fires. This one, a golf swing out to the right side. Tweet eyeing it, and that time corrals it for the third and final out. Kabundi pops out to first, but the Vikings jump on the Spartans once again with a 16-11 lead for Kindred-Richland at the end of the top of the 4th, heading to the bottom of the 4th on your Steel Seed Chad Upward scoreboard.
TDS Fertilizer and Fertile, 218-945-6021. They're your one-stop shop for all of your agronomic needs. TDS Fertilizer sells 3 different types of corn and soybean brands, both regional and national, also selling dry and liquid fertilizer, all varieties of West-bred wheat, and they also sell chemical. TDS Fertilizer has always been committed to creating new opportunities and higher levels of service for their customers, and they are truly focused on growing with you and your agribusiness.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
First batter of the bottom of the 4th, Braden Mitchell, who grounds out to short, taken care of quickly by Logan Myers for out number 1. 16-11, Kindred-Richland leads Finley Page on your Still Seated Chad Upward scoreboard, and it's a race against the clock now, with about 10 minutes remaining before the 90-minute time limit is up. Leon Satcham fouls one off to the left side. So Mitchell grounds out to short. Satcham takes ball in the dirt. 1-1 now on Satcham. Fouls that one in the air off to the right side over the press box for strike 2. Satcham 1 for 1 with a base hit. Thompson still on the mound, gets a slow roller to third base, firing in time, and out number 2 recorded. Satcham grounds out to third, taken care of by Chase Miller. Fine 3 play, now we have Grant Irie, the left fielder, with the time ticking on Finley Chanel Page. Bends the knees a little bit, little matrix for ball 1, avoiding the ball. Cold day swung on and missed from Irie, 1-1. The pitching has heated up for the Vikings with Thompson. That one taken to left field in the air and a single with 2 outs from Grant Irie. His second hit of the day. Excuse me, his first hit of the day. Now in the 8 hole is Bryce Juliuson. It's officially 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout looking. Thompson looks in. Irie now fires in. To Juliuson in the dirt for ball 1. Second delivery on the way, down low again. 2-0. 5-run game in favor of the Vikings. They are down 11-4 at one point. They're up 4-0 at one point. It's been all over the place. That one finds the mark down low in the zone for strike 1. 2-1 now on Juliuson. Thompson works quickly and right down the middle, evens it up. 2-2 on Juliuson with 2 outs. And time is a ticking against the Spartans. 10:22. This game will end at 10:30. That one's past the third base line. Third baseman goes down to a knee, and 2 runners on for the Spartans at second and first. A single by Bryce Juliuson. His first hit of the day, and that brings on a 9-hitter, Hayden Hushka. Hushka has flown out and struck out looking. 2 runners on with 2 outs. Down by 5. Thompson looks back. Now fires the Hushka. Up high, ball 1. And now it's just a matter of getting the runs in, and before the time runs out, 7 minutes before 10:30. Thompson up high. Lost control on that one. Might have been trying for a curveball. 2-0. It's safe to say, 16-11, control has not been in favor of any pitcher for the most part. Thompson does have 4 strikeouts on his side. That one didn't mean to hit it, didn't mean to foul it. Hushka, that one off his bat. Now 2-1. He's got 2 runners on at second and first. Thompson fires in. This one's hit to the right field. That would be a base hit, and that loads up the bases for the top of the order. Owen Zerfis, the senior captain, steps to the plate. Zerfis now at the plate. Hushka, his first hit, and his first time on base. Hushka is now 1 for 2. And Zerfis takes ball 1. Zerfis, 1 for 2, 1 run, 2 RBI. Actually, 1 for 3, he takes a strike. Both teams have batted around the lineup in the order multiple times. Down low, 2-1 in Zerfis' favor. Down by 5, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Spartans. Thompson delivers. That one in the high zone, finds the zone. 2-2 against Zerfis. With 5 minutes left in this game. Thompson at 2-2. Zerfis grounds it up the middle to short, firing the first base off the bag. A run comes home. Irie makes it 16-12. That is an error by Logan Myers, pulling the first baseman Ethan McKinney off the bag. Zerfis reaches base again. Another E6. Not an RBI. He's 1 for 4, but now a 4-run game. Jacobson now on the plate. He fouls off to the backside. 0-1 quickly. Jacobson, some hits in this game. Behind him is Landon Koenig, who has 2 home runs and 4 RBI. Thompson, bad swing there by Jacobson. A little bit out in front of it. And it is 0-2 with 2 outs. Down low in the dirt, good eye by Jacobson. 1-2. Bases still loaded for the Spartans. 4 minutes left in this game. 1-2, Thompson to Jacobson. Swung on and missed. Jacobson goes down. Thompson gets out of a jam. He gives up a run, but he strikes out his 5th. And the time limit has been reached. Kindred-Richland takes care of Finley Shinout Page in an absolutely bonkers game number 1 of the Enderlin Baseball Tournament. 16-12 on your Steel Seed Chad Obert scoreboard. We'll take a break, and we'll come back for a post-game report after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Here's a message from Chad Elbert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Elbert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Welcome to our postgame report on YourLiveEvent.com. Your final score on your Steel Seed at Chad Obert scoreboard. Kindred-Richland 16, Finley Shinout Page 12. Your final in 4 innings. Time limit was reached after a Blake Jacobson strikeout to end the game. 5 strikeouts from Thompson of Kindred-Richland had himself a day. Nick Thompson, second pitcher of the day for the Vikings. 4 of them were backwards K's. Caught the Spartans looking and finish off Jacobson to end the game. What really sparked things for the Vikings, they were down 11-4 after the bottom of the first, after going up 4-0 in the top. and came back to tie it up with a grand slam from Carter Schmitz, his one hit of the game. Tied it up at 11, and the Vikings never looked back. And Carter Schmitz is our Enbridge Energy Player of the game with 4 RBI. Close race between him and Landon Koenig, who went deep twice. Koenig had 5 RBI to his name, and I believe 5 home runs in general hit in the first ball game of the Enderlin Spring Baseball Tournament. So once again, our Enbridge Energy Player of the game goes to Carter Schmitz. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game belongs to Thompson, with Thompson, like I said, striking out 5 in relief for Roland, who got off to a rocky start in that first inning. Thompson in relief, doing a good job, and ending the game with his 5th strikeout. Nick Thompson, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game. Thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at the locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. With Thompson being our Precision Player of the game from RDK Enterprises, safe to say precision wasn't the strong suit for most of the pitchers today in a 16-12 ball game. And an absolutely ridiculous way to start this tournament, I would say, in game number 1. Nonetheless, your final score on your steel seat at Chadover scoreboard: Kindred-Richland 16, Finley Sharon Page 12, after 1 game down in the tournament. That'll do it for game number 1, and from me, we'll be back later at noon with Brady Siebels on the call. Later on here in broadcast number 2 on yourliveevent.com, and you'll hear from me later when Finley Sharon Page takes on Harvey Wells County at 3 p.m. We'll see you at 12, and we'll see you at 3, and after that, Hillsborough Central Valley takes on Northern Cass, and after that at 4:30. For myself, Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, and Brady Siebels, we'll see you later here on yourliveevent.com.